Today, we're with the rappers.
Where there's good beats, rappers will go. I don't care what genre it is. Drum and bass, grime, garage, rap, drill. Where there's good beats, rappers will follow.
I was on the phone to Bliss. I was like, bro, I don't know about this thing, man. I'm doubting this music thing, man. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Bro, legit.
I think one of my main barriers that I've overcome was just the fear of not being heard, or fear of just being an artist that no one kind of listens to.
The journey of a creative is your skill level trying to reach your imagination.
But even what you were saying with Name's Bliss, when you was doubting yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Wild anyway. Yeah. Don't ever doubt yourself again, bro. You're mad. Like, trust me. But it just...
I'll pay you later. Keep
it going. Keep going, man. Trust me.
I'll be one of them people I'm a genius. Don't you hear what I'm doing? And not be making any money.
But soul's my favourite genre. So even just to see how someone like Bexy's just fused that whole soul energy with grime, I said, I want in. So to God be the glory, man. He put me with this guy and I felt like I'm a new person. I feel like I'm a new artist. I feel like I'm being the artist I've always wanted to be.
Yeah.
Because
my why is, when I was 7 years old, my dad would play music in the house all the time. And I heard this song called Call Me by Sky. They're like a disco collective. This is 70s, because that's why I grew up on 70s music, right?
Timeless.
I heard that, I was like, what is this?
It's important for any artist or any creative to understand that there is no one like you and that's your power.
Hi! Anyway, welcome back to the Amelia Poamz Podcast. I need to say that properly because the last episode, I said it weird. But anyway, this is episode 2. It's where I bring creatives together to have group conversations, capturing the culture right now. We're focusing on the UK music scene because that's just one of my passions. I love it. I've been loving it. You know, I chat to music artists on radio. I have sessions where they come down, share their unreleased music. I feel like I have a real community around me. And I just wanted to use my platform to grow it and have conversations that in time, who knows what they're going to mean. Do you know what I mean? We might be referring back to them and like just capturing real moments of gold in people's journey. I have to shout out to my sponsor, Nozakari, that made this all happen. This is the Able bag, because that's where I'm at now. So, you know, if you're with me, you're with me. And if you're not, then I'll see ya when I see ya. But yeah, Nozakari is all about becoming. So there's like a synergy between us in terms of what we appreciate. It's not just about the destination. It's about the journey. And also just knowing that everyone has a spark in it. And like some people ignite that spark and some people dim the spark. So I'm here to ignite. Keep it going. And with that being said, today we're with the rappers, right? We're with the rappers because I feel like we're at a really exciting point with the UK right now where I personally feel like I've had that same excitement that I did when Channel U first came out, because it was like this new sound. And now it's exciting again. I've never been one to say grime was dead because I don't think grime ever died. I just think audiences shifted their views to other places. But I just think right now there's a lot of very talented rappers coming out of London specifically that are just doing amazing things. And I've got 2 of them with me now. We've got Paul Stephan in the building.
So.
You just dropped a new tape as well, Bex Blue.
Yeah, the Waiting King still reminiscing out now.
Yes, we love it.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
And you've been doing your thing, so I'm glad that you're here.
Thank you.
I feel like when we talk about like just the exciting people coming out of London right now, creating this sound, you're one of them.
Thank you.
It was great. It's great to have you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And we got Samson.
Yeah.
Just released Samurai.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You had your album Understand. Now we're at Understood.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
Coming soon.
Coming
I think the
very
next
soon.
one should be called Overstand.
I was anticipating, you know, but
Overstand. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's so funny.
But
maybe.
Again, you're someone that we have to talk about. Do you know what I mean? I also have my under 5K club. You're one of the artists that I mentioned in that. You're not under 5K now. You know what I'm saying? So, but you're also part of the collective. It's Left Field, and I've sat down in the same room with Name's Bliss, D Ridge. So
that's gang, man.
So I just wanted to chat to y'all and get your perspectives of just like what you're doing and what you're seeing, because we all have different perspectives in it and our opinions are formed by our perspectives. But also, like, let's talk to the people that are actually part of it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But I wanted to start off with something a bit fun called Would You Rather.
Oh.
mean? Because I love a little cheeky would you rather.
Aye.
But it's music specific.
Okay. Good,
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, don't worry.
No, because
Nah.
bro, 'cause you know what I'm saying, bro. You know how
it's not one of them.
You get
Come
me,
on,
you get
this
me.
is professional.
I think I remember you talking about it in one of your podcasts when
Oh,
you was
yeah.
like, I hate it when people like say would you rather, and then they just make it like would you rather do this or
I know,
with
they
that
just make
person,
it-
and they're just doing it because they're trying to just get with this person. And
That's what I
that's,
said.
I remember this.
People love would you rather at house parties just to
Yeah.
be getting saucy. Like,
Sorry, that's not how you actually
I know.
talk. Sorry,
It's
that's
a
how-
vibe check,
yeah,
though.
sorry,
For being
sorry,
honest, I
sorry,
feel
that
like,
was-
would you rather? I guess it's just a vibe check, innit?
it is.
See
how people
you know what I mean?
respond and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And it also, we get answers out of you. Okay, so the first question is, would you rather have one collaborative project with one of your most favourite music artists or 5 singles with 5 different music artists that are like, they're doing bits right now?
The first one.
First
easily,
one.
man.
Swear down.
Easily.
Easy.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so who's the artist that you'd want to have that collaborative project with?
Oh, that's hard. That's difficult. Can you
So you knew the collaborative project.
Yeah, no, I
To be
knew
fair,
it would be the collaborative. yeah.
my dream, obviously, rest in peace, MF Doom. That would have been mine. That would have been mine.
Oh my dude,
That would have been mine.
that would have been
Like
sick.
hearing MF Doom on Grime would have been a mad thing.
Yeah.
Paul and MF Doom would have been crazy.
MF Doom would have been mine, but rest in peace. But
my
like
days.
if there was someone like outside of MF Doom, or I would probably say stands probably between from JME or Tyler the Creator.
Ooh.
That's just my you know what I'm saying.
He's stealing my thing. He's stealing my
Okay.
Samson, that's why we're here, bro. We have similarities, bro.
Yeah.
We're
You're
here
right,
together,
still.
bro.
You're right.
No,
You're
but
right,
you know what I
you're
mean? Like, yeah, either Jeremy or Tyler the Creator.
Okay.
Collaborative, like.
Yeah. What about you, Samson?
I was gonna say Tyler. Okay, I have a few options, but I was gonna think like Tyler,
I spoiled it for him, sorry.
Joey Badass,
Ooh.
Yeah. Shout out Joey, though.
and I was thinking Pharrell Williams.
Oh,
Because I'm thinking like
Pharrell,
on a
yeah.
production thing or rapping thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
to do a big collaboration with them. So
Yeah.
that's like. And I think the reason why I would choose the one rather than the several is because like you know the ones you properly sit, you know them sessions where you just talk, you don't even
Yeah.
make music.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have more of that, like to be able to actually have and be proud of it, and just like rather than just them ones where you just send an open verse and just oh can you do something quick and da-da-da.
Yeah.
Which is those are still good as well.
Yeah.
But you know them ones where it's like properly like,
Yeah.
like
Totally.
them ones, yeah. So
Okay. So we've got that out in the universe now. Who knows? Well, MF Doom, we know that's not. Rest in peace.
There's a lot of, to
yeah.
be fair, like, you know what I mean? Because even produced, like, Pharrell, like, flipping hell.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
that is bro. That,
And who
I'd love
knows?
to.
One
I'd
thing
love
this
to.
Yeah,
life,
man, never say never,
know.
man. Never say never.
Okay, next question. This is a bit of a silly one. Would you rather have a sick flow but rubbish bars, or sick bars but you're always offbeat?
I can't lie. I think I would want sick bars, but always off beat still.
Swear down.
Yeah, I would want that.
It could be a wave, though, innit?
Yeah,
Just go a
because-
cappella, innit? Just like.
Yeah, legit. But then also as well, there's a way that you can make the offbeat thing like your own and
what
like
I'm
make
saying.
it. Do you get what I'm saying? And
Who
people are
was this
like,
guy
no,
who
but
did
that's his flow though.
I
Like,
swear,
do you know what I'm saying?
Devlin was kind of known for being a bit offbeat, right?
Was-
Devlin.
Devlin? No,
I
I know
feel like-
Devlin.
See, thing is, I
never
kind of
been
get,
offbeat.
I kind of get what you mean.
Blueface.
Okay.
Blueface, yeah, right, Blueface.
Like,
yeah.
if we're talking offbeat, like, when I first came across Blueface, yeah, I said, what on earth is he? What's this? Like, I looked at the likes, I looked at the comments, I said, people are feeling this.
Yeah.
But I told her, hold on, maybe it's his wave though. So let me
That's
just,
it.
do you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like,
Because with the off-floating, people can acquire the taste. But with the bad bars, you're going nowhere.
Yeah, but surely you can learn to write better bars. Isn't rhythm like it's a natural thing?
But you see, the thing, I thought you're picking, as in your bars are bad, as in like you can't like, as in that's it.
Yeah,
so that's what I thought. It was
okay. So it's all about the sick bars. What about you?
I think so. Man.
do you know what? It's crazy because like music, there's no rules, man. That's the thing. Music, there's no rules. Because for me personally, as a creative, I always go with like melody and production first. That's what inspires me to write. That's what gets me in a zone in terms of recording and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think it's safe to say that music, you ain't always got to be the most lyrical guy to bring out good music or a hit.
It's
Just
true.
keep it a buck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just feel like, man, I would, if I had to pick the two, I'll probably pick the first one. You know what I mean? Reason being because I'm a melody guy.
Yeah, okay.
So I have to be on beat, like something, even if the bars are meaty or ABC or this the bars, because we've seen it. We've seen enough times where a banger is a banger, even though the bars are
and no one's really. Sometimes you're not listening.
You know what I'm saying? But because it's on beat, because the melody's so that it's a feeling in it, so I have to go with the first one. Not to say I would.
But I mean, you've both got it both.
His thing would make more money than mine still. I'll be one of them people. I'm a genius. Oh, you hear what I'm doing, and not be making any money. Like, that's literally.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like I said. To each of their own, but I'm a melody person.
Okay.
So that's the only reason why I'll choose number one, because I need the melody. The melody will be good enough for me, and I've seen it work.
Okay.
Even if you're not the most lyrical rapper. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, legit.
Okay. Okay, so last question. Would you have rather have been a music artist in a time before us now? So like could be the 90s, could be the 80s, 70s, maybe even 60s. Or now you're sticking with I love being a music artist now. Say it down.
Now. For me personally, for me, if we're talking like me as an artist, Paul Stephan or Samson as an artist, obviously Samson, we will have you say his answer, but for me personally, as Paul Stephan the artist, now. Various reasons. Now, and I'll say now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like when I thought about this question, I was thinking like obviously with the burst of like UK grime and UK music, it felt like everyone was really just getting a shot, and like whoever rose to the top rose to the top. Now it's almost like it can feel oversaturated, maybe, and almost harder to stand out.
Yeah.
When then it was like, because it was so new, we were just lapping up everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
But I hear you though, like just doing it now, and I mean you're doing your thing now, so it's working.
Reason why I said now, I just think it's just the quality of producers that's coming out.
Right.
The tedium is beautiful. Like I feel like at certain times, like obviously there's golden errors, there's defining errors. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking grime, defining errors, do you know what I'm saying? Easy. But I just feel like, me personally, why I'm so excited to still be doing like music now in a time like this, because like I said, like the first, I'm a melody guy. I love production. Like I said, production. Long story shortly, you know, where there's good beats, rappers will follow.
Yeah.
Period.
Right,
I don't care how hard you are.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Samson's a producer, so he will know, like, the leverage he's got is crazy. But, like, where there's good beats, rappers will go. I don't care what genre it is. Drum and bass, grime, garage, rap, drill. Where there's good beats, rappers will follow. So that's the only reason why I say now, because the amount of talented producers that's coming out right now, as much as there's been defining errors, I haven't witnessed, like, even like on an underground scale, like the producers doing their thing like independently. Yeah. No involvement with no label. It's scary.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's scary, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's scary, but it's beautiful. It's exciting. That's why I'm so blessed right now to even be in the mix with the producers right now. You know what I'm saying? The Bex Blues, your T.O.s, your Waiting Kings, your DB, your Hayes,
Oakland.
Screws, Oakland, Wolfred, like so many.
It's true.
Debut, so many. Like so many. So that's why, like, I feel like had it been times before, I just felt like an artist or an MC would have to achieve a certain level of work before working with certain producers. Like, you know what I mean? If we're talking like you know what I'm saying, there was like grand producers everywhere at the time, but you know, there was the quality ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as of now, like the quality, you ain't even you just gotta lock in. And so I think it's just the leverage of producers coming out now. So
now it's the
time. Now.
The time is now.
All day.
What about you, Samson?
I agree with him. Steve.
Okay, I feel like he could convince you. If you were thinking otherwise.
I thought about it for a bit.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was thinking, like, my favorite era of music, I would say, is the 70s. But I would say that as a listener, not as a creator.
Yeah.
Because I think at that time there was a lot that wasn't like, bro. You had people that were like going bold or like whatever, like because it was a lot of it was radio. People didn't care about how you looked.
Yeah.
It wasn't like this perception
I
of
totally agree.
like you didn't have to keep up this image and like whatever. It was just the sound. It was just like, and it wasn't all of this like. even like I use these things, but it wasn't like this tech stuff to like make people sound better because it had to be sick. Like it had to be really good.
Oh yeah.
But the problem with that era as well is that if you didn't have a label, you were done. Like
You have
to have a label.
yeah.
If you didn't have a label, you didn't have a studio. Like you couldn't even like. So now with like technology, all them kind of things, like I can make beats in my room. I can record in my room. I can like. We can just upload stuff ourselves without having to need, you know what I'm saying? Quick distro kid, boom, like we're done.
Go.
Like that's it.
Let's go.
So that's partially what I would say now. Also because of like the way the waves of things have been. I remember when, like we mentioned Tyler the Creator earlier. I remember when I was listening to him in like year 9 is when I like first started listening to him.
Yeah.
People didn't make out me for listening to him. They were like, "Oh, why are you listening to that weird music?" Like, like that's da-da-da. But then I feel like where there was a big shift, I called 2019 the Grammys year. I called that the year of the Misfits because that was a year when Tyler first won a Grammy for his album, and Billie Eilish won like 4 awards. And those are 2 people that were seen as like outcasts, like weird artists. Like you're not making stuff that's like normal pop or like whatever that is, right? And I feel like from then people started like embracing individuality and just being like, this is who I am, and I'm not gonna have to do stuff to try and fit in. Even with like clothing now, people aren't trying to wear what everyone else is wearing. They're trying to wear stuff that no one else has. Like that, you know what I'm saying? It's all different now. So I think because of that now, it's allowed me as an artist to be individual and not be like everyone else and be like, oh, like there are people that I know that are my tribe that gravitate to my sound because it is unique. So that's why, that's what I would say today.
Okay, so it's literally the time is now. The best
I think
time.
so. Yeah, man.
And that's what I have y'all on here to talk about this. Because, I was thinking what connects you two today. And I think about Bellamy Radio straight away because I've seen your sets on there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know much about Bellamy Radio. I feel like I came across Bellamy through videos of yourself.
Right.
But like coming from a radio perspective as well, I also understand the role that radio has played within UK music and how arguably we are losing that slightly. So to see like somewhere like Bellamy bringing people through, their camera just up there, don't care too much about the aesthetics, it's just about the music.
Right.
What does Bellamy actually mean for you as artists? Like a place like that to go to?
I think Bellamy, when I think of Bellamy, it just reminds me of why I love music in the first place, why I love doing music in the first place, do you know what I mean? And kind of touches on what Samson was saying, why as a listener, why he preferred the 70s in terms of, artists, like perception and how an artist should look and how an artist should be. Bro, if you want to rap, if you want to sing, if you want to make this, make that, So I think Bellamy just captures that raw and uncut, you know what I mean? When I first went on there, I think, shout out Sam Rex with Ashbeck and Blaze and that was my first time. And it's kind of similar to like, obviously, grime is my foundation of spitting in it. So it's kind of felt like, the whole set feeling, like, you know what I mean? When you don't care about who's in attendance, you just grab the mic, select to run that. It's an old school feel, innit? It's a foundational feel. I think that's what Bellamy is. It's foundational. It's reminding the public, like, you know what I'm saying? It's raw and uncut beat, you know what I'm saying? And it transfers to what DJ AG Mac 10 is doing, you know what I mean? Just let's go back to basics and fall in love. Why? Do you know what I'm saying? Fall in love again. Like, why we all love this? Do you know what I'm saying? In the first place. So Bellamy, he just captures that frequency, man, which obviously has been missing for quite some time when it comes to like radio anyway. But yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Bellamy, shout out Bellamy every time, man. I think it's just, I think it's pivotal like to what we're doing anyway, in terms of like the music that's coming out.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like there's certain times where I've been on there and I've rapped over a beat and then the internet, people are like, oh, record it, make it into a tune. So it's almost been like a life-changing moment for man in terms of direction. I think it has been in terms of direction and like creative direction, because it's it's an opportunity to see what people like and what they want to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying, on an everyday basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I done Talk My What, the freestyle originally. It wasn't planned, nothing. But
swear.
literally it came from a Bellamy freestyle. Yeah, it wasn't planned at all. Like, it was literally a freestyle with Wilfred. And I was just spitting over that beat. And obviously, the original beat was a P Money edit that he done. And yeah, so I was just rapping
Bro,
over
Gets
it.
was vibing out to that tune the other day, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I saw
big
the
up Gets.
video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he
Gets,
looked
man.
like he was like,
Yeah,
yo,
Gets,
I
man.
needed this.
Part of me was like,
Oh,
I
you see it? I
should've-
was gassed.
part of me wanted to message Gets back. Do you want to join the pod? Like,
No, but
jump
just to
on.
see that, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
what I'm saying, and linking to the whole importance of radio and Bellamy.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You got one of the MCs that I've looked up to since I, you know what I'm saying, started doing it, and it all stemmed from that freestyle in Bellamy. You know, it just, you know what I mean, playing his part, man. It plays his part. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
I love that. Because also you even like, you made a beat live on Ballad,
Yeah, I
innit?
did,
And then you released that as well.
Yeah, do you know what is so funny as well? Lozzie actually hollered me back in like, I think it was 2022 to do that exact thing. Because I was on Represent with Razor like, in 2022. This is when like Chloe was doing like 1995.
Yes.
When she was sending out.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
how we.
Yeah, I know, that's how we
you know what I'm
connected,
saying?
yeah.
Big up Chloe, man.
Yeah.
Nah, big up Chloe. Real. So yeah, I was there with Razor and Lozzie was there, and then he was like, oh, like, you should do this thing where you make a beat and then you rap on it. Like, we're gonna like do it at the Bellamy thing, Some reason our schedules were just not aligning for years, literally years. Like, we were like, oh, like, yeah, let's do it this time. And I was like, sorry, I'm busy. Then he'd be like, sorry, I'm busy. So then we finally got it in. Then I did the thing, and then somehow it just kind of like went off somehow. And then people asking me to actually drop the tune, and then
Was that Mark?
like, yeah, Mark,
Yeah, I love that
yeah,
one.
literally that tune. And then what I did as well was so there's a producer that I've been following like for a time called Mad Keys. So I used his pack on the thing because like piano for me, I love piano, so that's how like it's like kind of like my go-to like safe place. That's why, because I was under pressure, I was like, let me just go to what I know. So then when I edited the video in CapCut, I used a screenshot from a time when he emailed me because I told him that I bought his pack but it didn't work. So he DM'd me on Insta like to try and sort out and emailed it to me to try and make it look like me and him are like shit, something like that. So when I did that, then he saw the video because I tagged him and he's like, yeah, we should release that mug. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, and he's like, yeah, release it together. And then boom, we released the tune together. Like, yeah, it was ridiculous. Like, and now we're actually like bridges now, but like it was through that basically like
Through Bellamy.
Yeah, through Bellamy, literally. So,
Because you've been on there quite a lot as well. Like,
yeah, again, that was through Bliss still. Like, he just gave me the through ball to that. Like, I remember the day before I first went, I was on the phone to Bliss. I was like, bro, I don't know about this thing, man. I'm doubting this music thing, man. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Bro, legit, bro. Like, you know, you have the ups and the downs. You have to like that's, do you know what I'm saying? At any stage it can happen. So like I was just like, nah, I'm down this whole thing, like, because he told me about it from time before. There was another one that we was meant to have like in a few months' time. And I was like, I don't know about this thing, whatever. Then the day of, he called me and he said, look, we've got one today. You could just come and do like a tester thing today, like, and do you get what I'm saying, and see how you feel about that. And I was like, bro, I don't know, whatever. So whatever, I'm on the train, I'm getting the train down. I'm like rehearsing bars in my head. I'm like, this ain't gonna work, like whatever. So then I get to Bellamy now, when he sees me, he can see like my face is just off. Like he can just see that everything's off. So then he's like, come. We step round the corner, like, you know, like near the McDonald's. Like,
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, go on, spit. Like, you're bossing me right now.
Yeah.
Then he was bigging me up. He was like, nah, this is sick. Like, da-da-da.
Big up
This
Bliss,
is big
man.
up Bliss. Like, honestly, like,
Bliss.
people don't actually see the stuff that Bliss actually does for people behind.
Trust me.
He's done hella.
Trust me.
Like, he will just call you one day randomly and
Trust
just big you
me.
up. Like, just, and
Facts.
be like, he'll just be like, you're
Facts.
sick. Like, you're da-da-da.
Facts. Big up Bliss.
So,
you know,
cool,
big up
right.
Bliss. Big up Bliss, man. Facts.
Legit. So cool now. That happens, and then afterwards I get into the whatever. I'm still not feeling like whatever. I get on the mic, and then I'm like going, then I'm like, yo, I'm actually sick. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm sick. Get a wheel up there, wheel up there. I'm like, sick, whatever. Like, then since then it's just been like each time, like, then I had like other DJs just hollering me, like, you got like Jack that or like whoever just be hollering me, oh, come through, like, do you know what I'm saying? Even now I've started saying, oh, I can't make it, like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, for real.
Yeah, because on that note, actually, me and you were having a conversation downstairs just about imposter syndrome, and like even me more recently, even doing this podcast,
He's
has
even
been
calling me now. Listen.
Telling me he's live.
I declined it. Yeah.
But yeah, like imposter syndrome can really get in the way, especially in the UK as well. There's also this idea of like being quite nonchalant, being very, very humble, like don't have too much of an ego because it's seen as a negative thing. However, being a creative, you need audacity. Like, you need to be able to believe in yourself. You need to be able to talk your things.
Right.
And there is a fine line between confidence and arrogance. Do you know what I mean? And confidence and cockiness. Yeah. Especially for rappers, though. Like, I feel like notoriously it's been a place where it is your ego.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you find that balance between talking your things, knowing that you're sick, but also being grounded, down to earth, and like humble at the same time?
Right.
What's that like?
That's really interesting. Let me talk my what.
That's what I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nah. Oh, sorry.
No,
okay, yeah. Nah, I was scared. Man said, let me talk.
I was thinking, wait, that's my bro.
Yeah, nah, cool. Yeah, like, I feel like when we I don't want to say it's like a character thing, but it's like when we're rapping or when we're like the braggadocio stuff, like that kind of thing. Like, if I say I'm the best or whatever, I have to believe that. I remember when I was watching this you know, the gloves off boxing thing where like where they're talking.
Oh yeah.
And I think it was Tyson Fury or someone. There was like bare boxers around, and then one of them was like, I believe I'm the best, and everyone here has to also believe they're the best as well if they want to win a fight. Like, they all have to believe that. Yep. Like, you have to have that delusion in your head to be like, there is no one that is like, and even if I'm not there, I need to work at being there. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then there's still that level of humility of like, I don't know everything. I don't like, there's still things for me to learn.
Of course.
There's still people I can learn from.
Yeah.
There's still people that have done more than me that I would look up to and be like, I want to be like this person, I want to be like that person. Yeah. And like, if you want to actually look at it like systematically and whatever, and then be like, okay, this person, like Pharrell can produce better than me. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, even when I say I'm the best, like, I can say I'm the best,
You're
but
the
I'm
best
like,
right now.
Yeah.
You can be.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
For where I am right now, for who I'm the best, like Samson right now. Like, I am the best, do you get what I'm saying? Like, at that level, I can say. So I think you need that to be able to, like, the battery in your back to just like go at it. Yeah.
What about you as well, Paul? Because also, like, you're a tall guy. We both had to speak about the fact, like, you need to stretch out because you're tall. Like,
Even
when I
taking
saw
the shoe
you,
off is too much.
his foot is in the shot. Everyone.
I can't wear shoes for long, man. I don't know. I like freedom. I'm comfort
But
over
like,
anything.
with that, like, you're a tall black guy from ends. People might assume that you're going to have this confidence. Do you know what I mean? Have you felt like that's also played a part in it, where it's like people have assumptions about you because of your, like, you walk in a room and they're going to know you're there.
Yeah, I mean, my height obviously kind of draws kind of attention, some sort of attention anyway, he's tall or whatever. But I think, overall, man, I think for me, I just felt like, you know, when it came to like me being confident and what I do, it's just knowing that no one's like, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're all individually different.
Right.
Like, that's been my, I think, sort of my mantra for many years since doing music. Like, because sometimes I'll just be witnessing so much greatness. And it's like, damn, will I ever, like, you know what I'm saying? But there's no one like, man. And that's my power. You know what I'm saying? And it's helped me so much, like, in terms of, like, even how I, like, just, you know, view this music thing, how being an artist and, you know, dealing with certain barriers. It's just like, there's no one like me. And I feel like it's important for any artist or any creative to understand that there is no one like you, and that's your power. You know what I mean? And like I said, music's subjective. Everyone likes what they like. You know what I mean? Not every successful rapper is going to be on the level of this lyricist or that lyricist, but he's still going to get his point across. Millions are still going to listen to him. That's his power, because it's how he's delivered that message or whatever he's saying on the track at that point in time. So when I look back and I compare, I'm like, okay, he's not as lyrical as Kendrick, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he's got people because that's his power, you know. And I feel like every artist should always, like, every now and then just remind themselves that there's no one like, man. Understand? There's no one like me. I don't care how hard you are. I don't care what you've done. You can't be the best Paul Stephan. You can't be the best. You can't be. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that keeps man saying, innit? That's what keeps me going, keeps me, you know, rooted and understanding that, you know what, I can get better and I'm getting better, but there's no one like me.
Yeah.
So I'm good. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, what you're saying is so like key because I think there was a time I tweeted about, 10 Billion Dreams, the producer.
No.
He produced a lot of conflict of interest. I think he exec produced the whole thing.
Oh, sick.
Okay.
Yeah. He has that tag that's like like that breath sound.
Oh,
That
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I tweeted about his tag. I was like, that producer, like, I wish I had a tag that was like less invasive on the beat like his. And then he says something like, he responded like something like, love, but you being yourself is your superpower. And that's when I was like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can look at other people and be like, oh, but they're sick. You can appreciate their thing, but be like, but there's no one like me though. Like, just what you're saying.
Yep.
And then being the best as you are, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Then you're always winning. You're always winning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we're spitting some facts.
You know what I mean?
Spitting, pun intended. Anyway, I want to ask as well, because I came across a video on TikTok the other day and I can't remember who was saying it, but they were saying that some artists are losing the vibe of like just working with like the same people repetitively, because it's like you have that chemistry, it works well. And I feel that as well, like growing up listening to certain producers and artists that would lock in together, it always worked really well. And when I think about you both, you have your collectives, like you have repeatedly worked with artists. I mean, you're with like It's Left Field now. Like you and Bex Blue do a lot of things. I see you like repetitively. Anyway, I see you working. Listen, English, don't know.
Again and again.
But I see you working with the same people again and again. Let's talk about community. Like, what does that mean for you? How, like, what's that feeling you get when you meet someone? You're like, yeah, like
It's everything, man.
yeah. But what is that? Like, explain. How do you know I'm locking in with them, or like I'm just passing through? Like, we'll do a little thing and I'll never see you again.
You know what I mean? It's like, sorry to like bring up. It's almost like I'm bringing up all your past. Like, but even what you were saying with Names Bliss when you was doubting yourself, bro.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
Wild anyway. Yeah, don't ever doubt yourself again, bro. You're mad. Like, trust me. But it's just.
I'll pay you later.
Hey, you know what? Hey, no, that's dumb. Hey, but like, just that point like you made when Bliss kind of sort of like, wait, hold on, don't, and then obviously, you know what I'm saying? It's community's everything, man. You know what I mean? And I felt like, henceforth, it's like I'm just bringing out everyone's past questions or past.
No, but I love it.
But when you were saying about like, what era would I love to be?
Yeah.
Then, and I was like, now. And that's because obviously community, I think the community that I'm in right now, that I'm part of, like, I think safe to say is that I think it's bringing the best out of me, bro. Like in terms of just creative direction. Like even with this, like producers, like I said, and why I was emphasizing now so much, because I just never thought in a million years that UK like producers will be embracing this stuff, bro. It was almost like a dream of mine. Do you know what I mean? And I swear, and I mean the year is like 2016 for me, and I'm like, I dropped a couple videos on SBTV. Rest in peace, Jamal, man. Real brother, rest in peace, Jamal Edwards, man. And I'm just thinking like, I'm locking in with the Odd Futures, the ASAP Mob, and obviously the Boy Better Knows. I was just so inspired. The 2010s, it's going to become, I think it's safe to say, it's the new 90s now, the 2010s, in terms of hip hop. And you know what I mean? Like, it's become a golden era for some man.
Yeah.
If we're keeping it a buck. Like, Joey Badass with the Pro Era.
Chance the Rapper, Tyler with Wolf.
We could go
there
on
was
and on.
bare,
There was so many like
bare
style of let's put, I hate doing it, but I have to, because with Americans, like at the time, innit, like you know what I mean, like you said, the Tylers, the Pro Eras, the Odd Futures, you name it. I mean, so many crews, so many style of production was being made, and it was just like don't get me wrong, UK there was of a few, but weren't as many as the Americans. So like, I'm just saying, like, when it comes to community, it's a pivotal point for any artist, because it's like what we discussed downstairs. I feel like the UK scene is built on communities.
Yeah.
Whether it's the grime community, drum and bass community, jungle, and the list goes on. Community is everything. From producers, obviously the MCs, the DJs, even promoters promoting raves and shows that's promoting that sound, that genre. It's like an ecosystem. Everyone's playing their part. It's almost like you're a cog in a wheel. You just playing your part to keep the wheel motion going. So community is everything. Like I I've been doing music for some time, and I felt like you know, despite how good a song is to me, I'm like, yo, this song is cold, this song is... But I felt like community... People don't see the vision when there's no community. You know what I'm saying? This is why it kind of brings the whole label thing into perspective, why they market certain artists for them to buy into the art, to buy into a certain album or whatever artist you're trying to do. But I feel like community helps all of that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like, you know what I mean? Like, it's mad, but I hope I'm making sense anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it just kind of enhances everyone's ideas, everyone's individuality. Like, everyone's different, but everyone's still embracing each other, from producers to MCs to it's everything, man. You just get the picture. Like with Grime, obviously, you just had to be there. You know what I mean? Like it was just like so many different crews in different boroughs of London or Birmingham or wherever you're coming from. It was just so many like styles that was being celebrated. You know what I'm saying? So it just defines music. Community is music. You know what I'm saying? It's culture. It's everything, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like I was blabbing, but I hope I made sense.
No.
It's everything, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's
it.
everything, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything. Trust me.
And what about you, Samson? Because like you're in a collective, it's
Yeah.
Left Field,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I saw you tweeted something about D Original. Is this
Yes.
because you spoke about it recently? Is this before you like met him and worked with him,
This
or was
was
it more?
Just after, I think. So I first listened to the original in 2021. I heard Baghdad.
And you didn't know him then? He was
Didn't
just
know him.
like over there.
Didn't know him. I was in the studio with Bliss, and then Bliss just played it. Like, and I was like, who is this? Like, what? I became a fan straight away. Like, I went through his like old, like all his like discography. I was listening through everything, right? And then there was one time where I think like a year later or something. Again, I was in studio with Bliss again. It's so funny how Bliss is just involved in all of this.
Shout out
I've been
Bliss,
saying,
man.
shout out Bliss, man.
Shout out Bliss.
I was in studio with Bliss again, and then I was like, I think I just wanted to produce. Like, I just wanted to try and see what he would like, whatever. So I started making this like garagey type of tune. And for me, because my musical like upbringing wasn't really on UK stuff as much, like I kind of missed the Channel U like that period. I was like more on like the Stevie Wonders or like Dolly Parton or Rod Stewart or Bob Marley, like them man, right?
Yeah.
So by the time I've come to this now, I'm like, oh, this is just this, but in a different, like, I just saw it. So by the time I'm producing now, then Bliss was like, yo, I love this, da-da-da. Then I hear a demo, I hear a V on Instagram from the original, like later. And I was like, wait, what? And he was like, yeah, bro, you're a genius, bro. You just made this. I was like, what? Like, this
sick.
the original, like the same, like, what?
Was that track? That what?
Up
was
to
that?
You.
I love that track.
Yeah, so that's how that got made. That was like the first Left Field track. Left Field wasn't even a thing by that point, right? But me and Bliss, like, again, we talk on the phone all the time. So like there'll be times when we talking about like, yeah, we need something like a Pro Era, like a Odd Future, like, but for the UK, like something that's like da 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 da. And then we're just like talking about it. And then I think there was some point and then D was talking about how he was like, yeah, I feel like I've been making music by myself for so long now. I want to be like around a community now. Like it was just, we were all just talking about it. And then it just kind of just happened, and we're like, yeah, cool, Left Field. Then Vagrant was obviously there already because he'd already been working with Bliss before, like produced for some of the greats already. Like, so then by then it just made sense. And then I think it was Us Four to begin with, and then like TRTL got brought through as well because TRTL, I mean, she's just sick. And then Melvillous as well, which is insane. Like, shout out Melly, shout out Melly, man. I'm gonna air this out now just because. Back in lockdown, I used to do like hella freestyles and stuff, innit, like all the time, right? I DM'd Melly like one of my freestyles. He was like, "You're cold," and then I messaged him like, "Yeah, but we should get on a track." Yeah, the DM.
I see.
But the thing is, do you know what is so funny? I completely get why he did that. If I was him, I would have done the same thing. I get DMs like that now. When you're just like,
boss boy, not in the same collective.
You know what? You probably get DMs like that all the time. Like, bro, let's do a feature, like, da-da-da-da. And it's from someone that's got like, I don't know, like 2 followers or something. They just like, leave me alone, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But then, like, it's the fact that now, like, we're in the same, like, it's mad. Do you get what I'm saying? I think he's one of the best spitters in the country.
Definitely.
Right, in my opinion.
cold.
Do you know what I'm saying?
cold.
I think him, Bliss are like best, you know what I'm saying? Legit.
And I feel like as much as we're speaking about like Bliss to you, I think about Bex Blue with you, and we were talking about Bex Blue, hold tight Bex Blue as well, downstairs, because there was like, when I started listening to Bex Blue and like Wilfred and like all the producers that are like almost just giving the homage like to grime that it deserves, sampling a lot of the freestyles, which to be honest, for me, I didn't even know some of them freestyles existed until Bex Blue was making those edits.
Right.
So I'm going back and I'm looking and I'm like, okay, raw.
Yeah.
But like that was part of the excitement for me because it was this new sound and it was like just we can keep it alive in that way.
Right.
Yep.
And I know you work with him really well and he's like doing amazingly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
man.
the chemistry between you two? Like, when did you first get in the studio together?
Shout out Bex, man. I think this is, speaking of like radio, Bellamy Radio, I think I was gearing up to do my own Bellamy Radio at the time. I think it was early 2024 actually. And he just, yeah, man, he hit me up and said, yo, Bex, I sent some beats. And you know me, I mean, at that time, because I was gearing up for my set on Bellamy, I was sort of like, all right, let me check him out. And this was kind of before when Bex like really, do you know what I mean, came. This was, I think, early years of Bex where he was really, I think he had like 2K followers.
Yeah,
Like this
because
is-
it shot up.
No one
quickly,
really
though.
knew of him. So
Yeah.
I feel kind of like, so for people thinking, man, just Bex can't, like me and Bex really have history. Like I really like, I'm literally proud of him because the growth has been crazy. Like this is, you know what I mean? Before like the Drake like posts and all that stuff, like this guy really had like 2K followers, and you know he was just trying to ting. And yeah, man, I checked him out and I thought, no, this guy's cold. Because obviously I was in that frequency because I was already working with Wilfred at the time. So I was in this whole, you know, what people call it melogram.
You was on a run by that point.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Full Stephan was already, you
know what I mean? But like I said to you lot earlier, man, where there's good beats, I'll go.
Yeah.
Production, I'm melody. Where I love production. Like, you don't
The
understand.
funny thing is, even before that as well, it was Streets Don't Love Me.
Yeah.
That was the,
Yeah.
when
No,
man of the
exactly.
ends got blamed.
Yeah, but listen, that was
I'll
the
pay you-
summer
I'll
of
pay you- I'll
Grammy.
pay you after, bro.
Literally, the amount of times I saw that Insta ad on my feed,
No.
and I was
Yeah,
like,
That's when I
man.
followed
like,
you from, because that came up on my Insta. I said,
Same.
yeah.
Same,
no,
it's the same
yeah.
exact. That's how I found you, bro. Literally,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
tune.
Love. Yeah.
Literally.
She's Our Love is a special song, man.
Yeah.
I mean, even speaking of Secret, because it's mad you said like 70s soul is my favorite genre as well. Like
Right.
late 60s, with you know what I mean? The stylistics and the, you know, the list goes on anyway. But soul's my favorite genre. So even just to see how someone like Bexy's just fused that whole soul energy with grime,
Yeah.
I said, I want in. So to God be the glory, man. He put me with this guy and I felt like I'm a new person. I feel like I'm a new artist. I feel like
Sick.
I'm being the artist I've always wanted to be.
Yeah.
Because if it's mad, because even when I brought out Streets Don't Love Me, I was already in that frequency. I just listened to a lot of soul. I was listening to Isley Brothers. I was listening to a lot of soul, man. The Spinners. I was in that. Do you know what I mean? In that
Yeah.
zone.
Right.
Listen to so many artists that I don't. Al Green's another one. The list goes on. So when I hear beats with that soul samples and that soul energy, I'm just like, I'm sold. Sorry. So Bex was just the icing on the cake for what I was trying to do prior to meeting him. So that's why I felt like we just connected. And he's from the end as well. Bexley Heath is not far from Thamesmead. It's like 20 minutes away. So he's from, like, we're from the
Bex
same.
from Bexley Heath.
Yeah, that's why he
That's
gets the name Bex.
Sweet.
Bex, yeah.
Swear down.
Yeah. For those who don't know, like, Bex obviously, yeah, he's from like, Bexley, innit? So just, you know what
What's
I'm
the
saying?
blue then?
That one you're going to have to ask him. I actually don't know. Yeah.
Because I'm wondering, I'm like, yo, Bex. Thinking
Yeah,
like his
Bex,
first
yeah.
name's like Beckham
Yeah,
or something.
man,
I don't know.
he's from the ends as well, man. Bex, he tells me this where like Nate.
Okay.
He's from the ends as well, which kind of just was just icing on the cake. Like we're local and we just locked in ever since. So getting like locked in studio sessions just became frequent, and you know what I'm saying. And shout out T.O. as well, another producer like who's really kind of shaped my sound as well. Even before meeting Bex, T.O. was my producer that I really worked with closely and still working with closely. So that's how 2000 never came about. It was just like, you know what I mean? Just, yeah, man. I felt like it just rebirth. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, the chemistry's been good, man. Like, literally, we're still working. And yeah,
Was
man.
that Cross the Tracks the other day?
Yeah.
You came out,
Thank you for coming,
I
man.
mean,
Thank you.
the tent was so lit, like, and I was like standing around people like just gas.
Honestly,
And that's what it's that excitement though.
Yeah. I
Like,
didn't expect it because when we got it, it was empty. Like, it wasn't empty, but it was like, okay.
Right.
If we're on, this is like 20 minutes before we saw the turnout. So, Like, you get me? We'll just do our thing.
But that's what it be like though, man. It be like that, and then it just feels like
it
random.
feels
Like, whoa, like,
yeah. Good turn up. But yeah, man, shout out Bex, man. Shout out the whole community, man. You know what I'm saying? As much as Bex as well, even like with these left field man are doing, her name's Bliss, because like Bliss is just, well, for those who don't know, like Bliss, man, like it's, speaking of phone calls, like we have a lot of phone calls in terms of just talking about the scene, talking about the community, talking about like what, you know what I'm saying, what's happening right now. And yeah, man, he's definitely been inspiration for man in terms of like embracing this style of doing it, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm so heavy on community, because it takes one man to sharp one, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like we're each other's third eye. We see some stuff that we don't see in ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
We need that reminder.
So
well, we're each other's mirrors.
Each other's mirrors, there you go. I like that analogy. We're each other's mirrors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we've all had our experiences where we, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but Bliss has played a pivotal role, man. I feel like what he's done, what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's kind of shedding a light on what man's even doing. Yeah. What Samson's doing. What, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you look at the conversations on Twitter and that, sometimes I'm a pre on that, I see what people are saying. It's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The left foot, Paul Stephan Bex. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And this is why I'm having this conversation.
It's like when people just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's very, very, very inspiring.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
So we know that in the music industry, there's a lot of barriers, challenges, all of that. Like, especially to kind of, really, this is why you're creative geniuses, because you're taking something from your head, this idea, this vision, and then you're making it a reality. And then also you're trying to create like a life for yourself, which I think is one of the hardest things to do. Yeah. That's why it's so testing. Yeah. We have our up and downs. And then you're trying to do it in an industry that has barriers anyway. Some of it is very systemic. Some of it is also just like the industry.
Trust me.
So how have you found navigating some of those barriers? In particular, what barrier have you overcome recently that you're like, okay, I finally got over that? Or maybe you haven't even thought about it, because sometimes you're stressing about something and you realise you've stopped stressing about it because you've actually patterned it somehow. So what barriers have like you overcome recently, whether it's like personal, internal ones? So even you mentioning like doubting yourself, and then you got Bliss, name's Bliss, on the phone to you.
Legit.
But like, have there been any other barriers that you've overcome?
I think one of my main barriers that I've overcome was just the fear of not being heard, or fear of just being an artist that no one kind of listens to. Although I was very sure of myself and my ability, I just thought like, damn, no one's gonna hear this, no one's gonna listen to this, or it might not get this amount of streams or whatever. But you know what? I think I'm at a place where right now, like, I mean, being an artist, man, I'm pretty sure you can agree, Samson. It's like, you got to have a level of resilience, man. Like,
100.
No one's going to see, you know, because speaking of when you say we got a creative, you know what I'm saying, an image in our head, a vision, and we want to bring it to life, no one's going to believe in it more than you. No one's going to protect it more than you. So it's important to have this sort of, resilience where you just know that, you know, there has to be a level of urgency to get things done and not fearing the consequence at all. But as long as you're fulfilling that creative desire you want to do, and just, do you know what I mean? But I feel like, it was just a fear of no one listening to my stuff, really. But and
then when did you realise people were listening?
It's when I felt like when the messages online, like, you know what I mean, which seconds my point when I said now was the best time, like me, like, because I think the internet, obviously, the way the internet is as well, like, it does work in your favour if you do the right things, if you're consistent, and very sure of yourself and very sure of what you're trying to do with this music. A lot of people, you know, when it comes to them doing music, the foundation, the root is like, so when they come across like certain barriers, they just check out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
their why's not strong enough.
Then, do you know what I'm saying? The why, there you go, the why's not strong enough, then that's why, that why has to be strong. The reason why you're doing it has to be, you know, there's a saying I saw on Twitter, it said, do music to be remembered, not to go viral. Do you know what I'm saying? And that stuck with me, because I thought, I want to be heard. What artist doesn't want to go viral? But it's like, you know what? Once you focus on the right stuff, like, do you know what I mean? Eventually, things will unfold the way it's supposed to unfold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope I'm making sense.
No, but
yeah.
resilience
you're
is
making
key.
Resilience for me, yeah,
you're
resilience,
making a lot
man.
of sense
Honestly,
still.
because yeah, man, no one's gonna see that vision more than you, man.
No. And if you're not working, it's not working.
Definitely.
No one else is going to do it for
Definitely.
you. No
Yeah,
one's
man.
going to drag. I mean, you might have people like, yo, get back in the studio. But,
Yeah.
and this is why it's so hard, because it's literally you versus you.
Yes.
At
Yeah.
the end of the
Yes.
day.
At the end of the day,
There's no one else really that matters other than like,
Trust.
are you going to do it or not?
trust.
And that's it.
100%.
Trust.
What about you,
Yeah,
Samson?
I was gonna say the you versus you thing. I feel like I think pretty much every single song I've made, I like would be in a process of like. It's usually I make the beat first and whatever. Then I'd be like, "Lord, this is sick. This is sick." Write some of the bars. This is sick. And then I'll have like maybe 10, 15 minutes. Where I'm just like, "Yo, this is the worst. This song is whack."
I know what you mean, though. I've been there.
And I'm just
sometimes,
sitting
yeah.
there like, "Yo, this is so bad. Hey, this is so corny.
hilarious.
Yo, this is bad."
That's hilarious.
And then after that, I'm like, wait a minute, no, this is sick. Like,
man, play it,
bro, legit.
yo, yeah.
Then I complete the song. Then just before it's about to come out, I'm like, no, this song is bad. Then it comes out, and then I'm like, wait, it's actually good.
Man.
It literally is all of that, right? So I would say that's probably the biggest challenge that I've had to face and like overcome. All the other stuff, like making sure that like, I don't know, like the success or like whatever, all those kind of things, I'm not too concerned about like all the time as much as the battling with myself thing, because the battling with myself thing is more of like thinking about, is this good or not? I feel like in this industry, nothing is promised anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the corporate ladder where you could just be like, okay, this is how much I'm going to make at the end of each month. I just got to do these things, do that.
Yeah.
Keep my manager happy, get promotion. I know that sometimes you can be doing this thing for 10 plus years. And like a lot of the people that we see have been doing it for 10 plus years. And you know what I'm saying? And like, that's how like the Sims or the Kojis or like that we talk about now, they've been doing it for time.
Yeah.
And, like, so I'm prepared to do whatever necessary. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why I don't see it as much of like that thing as much of a challenge, because I'm like, I'm prepared to do whatever's necessary this is what I know I'm cool to do. So like, this is, do you get what I'm saying?
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna,
It's a
like,
knowing.
whatever. Yeah, legit.
No,
Like, you just
stuck
know.
to your gut,
like,
even though you kind of second your guess of the rhythm, you're like,
Bro.
but no, I want to change. I'm going to release
Exactly,
this. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
So knowing, definitely.
And now when I experience that feeling, now I'm like, okay, this is how I know I'm in the right place. That's how I know I'm taking risks.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just be in a comfort zone.
Yeah.
If I'm in a place where I'm like, oh, I'm not sure, I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
Because again, something that Tyler said when he dropped this album in 2015 called Cherry Bomb, right?
Oh,
and everyone hated that album. Everyone hated it. People like dragged him. Like,
Is it?
They hated that album when it came out. You know, they hated it.
I can understand.
I remember like because it's
they don't
different.
get it. They don't get
didn't
it. Yeah, they don't get it.
And
yeah,
he
yeah.
even said in the interview, interviews around the time, and also when after Flower Boy came out, people were saying, he said, like, I thought to myself, if I mess up with this next album, like my career's done. Like, that's literally what he thought it was, right? But I thought it was sick. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was the first, trying to make more musical stuff, right? But it's when he said in one interview during that press run for that album, he said, I always make sure that I'm a fan of my art before anyone else.
Yeah, you have to.
And that's when I was like, okay, that's it. That's literally the key.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm like, I've pushed the boundary here. I've tried something completely different to what I've done before. I've tried something new or like whatever. Then I'm like, okay, sick. Then I can put it out. And that's why it irritates me when I hear like other people that are just copying out like, anyway.
That's another
But
thing.
I hate it when I hear stuff or like production when it's just so I know the loop you used, bro. You just copying and pasting.
It's just like the whole thing of why the whys is not being strong, because it's like you see someone being viral. Oh, I can do it though. People just tend to just think, oh, if he. But yeah, that course, like of course, yeah, you can be inspired, yeah, but whatnot.
They
but
can all
creatively,
do that though.
But creatively, it's just like it does put a creative start, because it's just like
100%.
it's safe. If this brother got how many streams from doing this sound, why can't I?
Right.
He done the same flow, so it's that's when they become creatively dead. You know,
That's only
and
just
the
the
scary
money,
part
bro.
is some of them can go viral. It can work for them, but eventually,
the thing is, they will go viral. Some of these people are really good at riding the waves, and they'll just go from
Riding
one
the
wave
wave,
to another,
yeah,
to another,
yeah.
to another. they can make the most money. They can like whatever. But the thing is, when it comes to the conversations in 10 years, 20 years time about who would have whatever, they're not mentioned. People forget about them. They won't win awards. They won't win like whatever. It's literally like they don't contribute anything to the scene. They just see it as a way to just check in, check out, get their check.
Easy to be remembered, not go viral.
Yeah, literally.
And then I go over your head.
Literally.
So on the theme of whys, I was I'm 32. When I was turning 32, I don't know what was going on, but I was like questioning, why am I doing what I'm doing? And I think you constantly are asking yourself that question, especially when you're not riding a wave anymore and it's not easy and it's requiring more work.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to take it back to the drawing board and be like, why? My friends are buying houses right now. Do you know what I mean? They've been locked in their careers, like, climbing the corporate ladder for 10 years. And I'm out here chasing a dream, being like, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. But then I was thinking about my why. And I was thinking, like, there's also that the little Amelia in me that's like, yay, you're doing it. Do you know what I mean? And I've always loved chatting to people, like holding space for people. I know that's so like thingy, holding space. But I've always loved it. Like, and that's why I love my friendships in a way, because I love making people feel appreciated and seen. And it's like, it doesn't matter whether someone else can't see it. It's like, I can see it. And that gives me power in a way that it's like, but I can see you. So do you know what I mean? Like, that's something to feel great about.
God bless you. That's how you go far, man.
Honestly.
That's how you go far. Keep going.
You know
keep going, keep going, keep it going. Keep going, man.
But okay, so on that note,
that's such an uncle. Like, go bless you.
I know it. And I'll take the blessings, man.
Keep going, man.
But on that note, like, what are your whys beyond the rewards that can come from doing very well? Do you know what I mean? Like, you even said, like, for you, it's not really about going viral. Do you know what I mean? Like, and also these are things that just come with it, but that's not the real why. Like, if you even have to take it back to when you first even started this, you know what I mean? And you just did it in your pastime, or you felt something. Like, what is your why?
Got it.
Yeah.
My why is, when I was 7 years old, my dad would play music in the house all the time. And I heard this song called Call Me by Sky. They're like a disco collective. This is 70s. Because that's why I grew up on 70s music, right?
Timeless.
I heard that. I was like, what is this? It's like started with like a synthesizer. Like, you know, like disco period when everyone was doing like synthesizer stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what's that song? It's called Number One by that Cameron. I can't remember. But anyway, everything just had, even ABBA as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me.
Bee Gees,
bro.
Hey, 7 days. Bee Gees.
Like, so it was that stuff that was like, I remember just standing in front of the stereo and feeling this, like, just like,
it hit him.
Bro, it was like a drug. It was like, whoa, what is that? Like, then I just imagined just being on a stage and just being able to do this in front of other people. And my dad was showing me, this is the move we did in the disco back in the day. So he was showing me the dance moves, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this on the stage. I'm gonna like whatever. So every time I'm trying to create, or even listen to music, but more when I'm trying to create, I'm just trying to recreate that feeling I had when I was a kid.
The service,
I'm
man.
just trying to chase that feeling.
The service.
This is why I never really got addicted to drugs, you know, because music is enough of a drug. Like, literally, I was deep in it the other day. Like,
service, man.
Sometimes the drug that you got like 2 years ago, that music you made then, it doesn't hit the same. And you know, you always have to go on the hardest stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you have to find a new high. You have to find a new.
Yeah.
That's why each time is always trying new things, and it's always like whatever. So for me, that's what it was. And I think when I was in like teenage years, when I found people like Joey, Tyler, whatever, and then I was seeing, wait, you can actually make a career out of this. Like, you can, okay. Like, I thought it was just, I could just do it for like whatever, but if you're gonna pay me to do it as well, like, okay, that's a win-win. Like, so that's it for me, really.
The feeling, but you know, it's that feeling, like brands, advertisements, they're all selling you a feeling. That's what it is. Right. That's what separates the big brands from like the smaller brands, really. Like whether it's like Louis Vuitton, they're selling you luxury, or like that feeling of feeling luxurious. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And the fact that you think about the feeling is probably why everyone's resonating with it, because it's a vibration, it's an emotion that you're evoking in people.
It's a frequency.
Hold tight, 7-year-old Samson. Hey, what about you, Paul? What's your why?
You know what? I feel like, I've lived life long enough to know that we're all here to serve. No matter what you do, someone's got to be the bin man. Shout out the bin man. Someone's got to serve you chicken.
Right.
Shout out the people in the chicken shop.
Shout
Someone's
out
going to
Bossman.
serve you those crepes. Shout out the... Do you know what I'm saying? We're all here to serve, first and foremost. So with that being said, obviously, as human beings, we want to have a sense of achievement with what we're doing, with our time and our efforts and our... Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's just always been like, all right, music. I've always regarded music as a service, man. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine life without music? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just try and imagine it. And sometimes when I ask myself that question, I'm like, rah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, bro, imagine life without music, though.
Dead.
Just imagine, like, bro. And don't get me wrong, as well as we're talking about music, as there's so many other things, like, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, I've always regarded music as, you know, some form of service, you know what I mean? To bring joy. Like you say, you love bringing people together. You know what I mean? Just positive vibes, which boils back to what I said about you. Although this is the first time I've met you.
Yeah.
So
the
energy you can't lie. You can't. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, so to even see how your desire is aligning with what I felt from
that
you,
alignment.
you can't joke with energy, man. It's real, man. Right. So trust me, like with music, obviously it's always been a passion. My dad was a DJ, so similar to like Samson's story. You know, growing up in a household, you know what I mean, where I grew up on a lot of West African hip-hop music, garage music, and the rest is history. But I think for me, my big why is like, I know the power of music, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've received some serious messages over the past year about like what my music's done for certain people. So I've realised, like, it's very powerful, man. Like, it really, even for me, like certain songs, when I go through emotions of life, when I listen to certain songs of certain artists, it helps me go through what I need to go through.
100%.
And it helps me, even in my darkest of times, like music. I turn to, you know what I'm saying, music. So it's very powerful, man. My why has always been a case of, I always wanted my music to just be some form of medium where it could connect with who it's supposed to connect with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, sometimes I want to, show the levels, and talk my stuff, but the main goal is to connect and be a voice for that certain voice. Do you know what I mean? Like, people need stories to be told. People need to hear point of views, not just a certain type. You know what I mean? Like especially with grime and rap, there's a certain narrative in terms of what's deemed as a struggle. You know what I mean? Or I'm on Obo, or I just come out of jail. I've got, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, the streets are always gonna have his voice, but bro, like being from the hood, there's so many stuff we can talk about, bro.
Yeah.
Other than just what's being glamorized, what the labels are pushing, just because it sells more. There's so many other stories. This is why I respect Bliss and the Left Field man, because they're touching on some stuff that it's not really in your face, you know? You know what I'm saying? So that's the power of music, you know what I'm saying? It you know, and that's why someone like Kendrick Lamar, who I deeply admire, especially with Good Kid, Mad City, what he's done there. It's like, like, fam, like, this is man. This is man. When I listen to the album, bruv, like, we're all good kids living in a crazy environment.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether we bring it to, like, a public, that's man, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? And so it goes a long way, man. It's just representing and being a voice for the voiceless. Like, saying it, like, that's my big why, man. Like, you know what I mean? That's my big why. Like, that's my why I do it. I definitely want to represent some form of generation or community that they, you know, their pain or whatever it is they're going through doesn't really, you know what I mean, get talked about enough. So just let them know they're not alone in it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Shit, man.
So with this journey as well, like I said, we've got a vision in our heads. We have to make it happen somehow. There's no like book. Well, there are more books now to be like how to navigate the music industry and stuff. Like, people before us, I know.
But there's still no rules though.
Exactly.
Follow it, but it don't always.
Exactly.
That's why I don't really take in that kind of stuff, man. They'll say, always do this when you.
I know. Exactly. So a lot of the times it's left down to us and our gut feelings of like how to make decisions.
Yes.
So,
and
the thing is, sometimes you're like, oh, is this it? And then you're like, F it, okay, just gonna do it. And there's a lot of risks in it. There's a lot of like, sometimes just charge it. There's a lot of like...
a lot of times there's a charge it where, a lot of times, trust me.
But okay, where you're at now, how have you learned that how do you know you're making the right decision?
How do I know? To be fair, the feedback, I'm not gonna lie, the feedback is great. Any feedback, you know what I'm saying? Not just the numbers thing, but just I mean, yesterday someone asked for a vinyl for my latest album with Bex Blue.
Wicked.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What artist wouldn't want some sort of demand for a vinyl of their piece of work? So the feedback definitely helps. So shout out everyone who's been showing man love. I appreciate you. Like I say all the time, like it does a lot more than you know. Like just encouraging and just like everyone that's been just encouraging, man, innit? Big you lot up, man. But feedback's definitely probably my main sort of confirmation where I thought, okay, I'm doing good.
Yeah,
I'm on the right track anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even criticism, like there's some people like, oh, Paul, like you're hard, but like even not every feedback, like, but just do you know what I mean? So, like the fact that there's people out there, strangers that don't know me, but they actually want me to do well.
Yeah.
I take that as a positive.
Yeah.
That I'm on the right track. That at least I'm on the right track. Okay, if I could do this better, I could do this better. Like, cool. Let's try it.
Yeah.
So feedback's definitely probably like the main, like why I feel like I'm on the right track. And it's a knowing as well, man. Like I said, it's a knowing. I feel like as an
But
artist,
that even takes fine tuning as well.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean? Because also you get all the noise around you sometimes.
Yeah.
And especially when you are younger and you are experimenting, then you get certain people around you that they might be misguiding you, and you had to learn to fine tune that knowing back to the original, like, I trust my gut. But also knowing when to take on feedback and sometimes when to be like, no. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's still that like fine tuning sometimes.
Yeah. I feel it now.
Yeah.
1,000,000%, man.
What about you, Samson?
Yeah, no, I think, I would agree with the knowing. Like,
The knowing,
yeah, just like even when it comes to like the videos that we post or like whatever, like those kind of things, like when we're like, oh, how is this gonna do, or how is this?
True, trust.
In our heads, we're just like, this is sick. Like this is gonna
Trust.
and you're already expecting that it's gonna do this amount. Sometimes you get it wrong. Sometimes you
do.
But you get me. Sometimes you get it wrong. But like, I feel like it's that thing you feel deep down of like, this is gonna be like, this is gonna be, this is gonna be. And it's just sometimes it connects, sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. But I guess the flip side to that is you have some people that have that level of delusion of this is going to be sick, and it's not sick. Like, it's whack. So that's the thing as well. It has to like, it has to like match up like the journey of a creative is your skill level trying to reach your imagination, right? Because you have a level of like, this is how I see things, right? Like, you can hear it in your head, or you can see in your head it's gonna look exactly like this.
Yeah.
But your skills have to get there, right? And it's sometimes because of your skill level, what you want to see kind of lowers to match it sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's about having that optimum, and that's the journey, right?
Yeah.
So I guess on that journey we have them knowings that help us know, okay, this is the right decision. Like,
I love that.
Yeah.
How did you phrase that?
Oh, I said the journey of a creative is matching your skill level with your imagination.
Jeez. When's the book coming?
Penguin.
I said penguin.
I love that.
Wait, that's serious,
I don't rate them books, man. I don't rate them.
Hey.
Okay, so what would you currently like to change about our music industry?
I've got one. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
okay.
Do you know, you can't. I thought I was giving you eye contact. Do you know this is the reason why I'm sitting? Man's doing a limbo.
Oh, is it falling? Oh my god.
No, sorry. I stretch my leg now.
So funny.
I thought you were just really relaxed.
I thought you was resting.
Oh my god, I was thinking like, Rob, Paul is relaxed.
I can't lie, but my neck was, He's sorry though. No, don't apologize, man. It's all good, man. Oh.
That is so funny.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, what would you change?
You do the question,
Okay, so, I mean, a lot of people have a lot of things to say about the UK music industry and the scene, and a reason why I'm doing this podcast also is to highlight some of the good things that are happening. It's just, I think we like to complain a lot here.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's always like, we're bad vibes, we're not supporting people enough. But it's like, actually, no. I mean, even just the way you two are talking, it's like, no, we support each other, we care. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
However, there are definitely things that are outdated and need to change. And there's like, do you know what I mean? But there's just like,
true.
for me, like music is so freeing, and it's like, there's so much red tape around it sometimes that make it so hard just to like reach people, or even for artists to actually just make a living off of it.
Yeah.
So what would you change? Like, if right now you genuinely could actually change something about the music industry, what would you change?
I would change the attitude of a lot of artists. I would change it. I think
Samson don't rate you guys.
I think too many of the artists that are in, maybe because I said a lot of, that's so funny. But
What are you saying in terms of artists? Quickly to stop you, are we talking like major artists or just like artists?
no, I mean artists in the UK music scene, London, like coming up. Like,
Coming up now,
Okay.
I feel like
No.
I think too many of us are stush and have like this ego that they've got from the music, but they've now let it go into their real life. So now they don't like, they're scared to like celebrate people. They're scared to celebrate their own wins because they don't want to seem like they're too gassed or whatever. There's this Bov trait that's just like, oh yeah, let me just be
Nonchalant
unbothered.
about
Let me just
everything.
be nonchalant, because I'm cool and because I'm. It will get you nowhere, bro. It'll get you nowhere. Yeah, go on.
What you're saying is definitely true. I think, however, with these sort of artists, it's very selective. I think people, like you say that, and that's very true. You know, I feel like, I don't know. It's almost like you can go on Instagram.
Yes.
You can feel the energy. You can see what artist is messing with who's who. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sort of thing.
Right.
So I think with that being said, like I feel like what you're saying is definitely true.
But
Some no, it's a but. No, but that's what I'm saying. I think, however, like, I just feel like personally, it's a case of like it's very selective. I'm using key term selective. A lot of artists just want to be part of not part of, but just almost like celebrate a certain selective of artists.
right, I got
Okay.
you.
Because maybe, I don't know, like there's a mutual thing going on. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like the conversation going on. Like, do you know what I mean? So, like, as much as we should be all comfortable celebrating each other, do you know what I mean? Like if
Oh, okay.
it's sort of like it's very selective on that. You know what I mean? Like if an artist was to get nominated for a MOBO, you would see the love that person would get.
Yeah, right.
But it'll only be a select for.
Yeah, got you.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I think there's a lot of that in the UK. Mate, it's everywhere. I wouldn't even just say UK because I don't know.
It's everywhere. Fair enough.
But
I hear it though. Here.
I feel like, but it all falls down to what Samson's saying.
because that's a great. That's literally what I'm. That's another.
The
That's
attitude,
what I'm saying.
the attitude. No,
yeah.
facts. Like like
Legit.
it's okay, man. It's okay. And when I think of certain amount of influence, that's why I respect someone like Skepta a lot, man. See, Skeppy, he's one guy that I respect. I've met him before anyway. Genuine guy, man. Like he knows the influence he has, and he's not afraid to use it. In terms of uplifting others, especially with younger artists,
100%.
and Jamie, the whole like the boy better not like certain man, like even Gets for me, like you know what I mean, like I grew up like if you know me, how much that was a moment for man, like when Gets was literally vibing to my rhythm, like I was like, yo, shout out Brisavelli, my brother, like I was like, yo, this is happening, but even like it didn't end that like speaking to him and just like you know encourage. I'm thinking, man, like. It does a lot, you know what I mean? And it's just like, maybe because these sort of artists that you're referring to haven't reached a level of where they can be comfortable embracing and celebrating.
I feel
therefore, like,
maybe.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I mentioned Skepta, because Skepta's conquered it. So maybe him celebrating other artists, I've seen him done it. Like,
Right, bare times.
Because he's like, there's no, I don't need to. I've already proven myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure of myself. I know who I am. So there's no threat in terms of me. So that's why I say selective.
Maybe it's a threat thing. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's
but this is what I'm saying. But this is what I said is selective is a threat thing because certain man won't champion certain man because he's a threat. He can view him as a threat.
Yeah, I hear it.
Or if I co-sign my man, or if I give show man love in a public space, he could overtake man, or he could.
Yes, that's
And I think that's a real thing.
Yeah, I do.
I think that's a real
Maybe
thing.
that's what it is.
So that
Maybe
attitude
that's
there
what
is a big thing. No, facts. I'm definitely adding to what you're saying, Carl. It's selective. It's like, I'll so love to certain.
But the thing is, it's jarring as well from my end, where I was like, I'm always on the lookout for like other artists. And like sometimes I'll just clock that like I've not seen particular artists shout out any other artist. And I just feel like you want everyone to support you.
Yeah, yeah.
So when your thing comes out, you're asking everybody to
facts.
post it. But I have not seen you. And the thing is, I will come across other artists because artists are posting.
Artists, yeah.
There are like serious artists I F with heavy. And that's because someone's reposted it.
Right.
And it's like, it doesn't take away from me still supporting the original person.
Yeah, trust.
But there is this like kind of like, I'm doing my thing. I'll pop up once in a while. I won't say too much. I'll be nonchalant about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I won't really be in the comments bigging up someone else.
Right.
And it's like, but you as an artist know how much support means, right?
Right.
So it's a two-way street.
Fact. It
It's
is.
really a two-way
Definitely,
street. So I'm with you. I actually feel like there is an attitude.
Because who's gonna do it? Labels.
Yeah, legit.
Let's keep it a buck. So
Legit.
that's why I'm so heavy on community.
Right.
This is why I love now,
Yeah.
because the community right now is, and like I said, like we said downstairs earlier on, like, you know, the year is probably 2013, 2014, like Krypton Conan doing a madness with the Craden. It gave birth to so many, the Section Boys, Stormzy, you know what I mean? Like everyone, if you're coming from Craden, like it's community. Like that's why I felt like, you know, it's almost like how what Grime did when it first came out, you know, like East London obviously originating and Wiley and then
East London.
you know what I'm saying, and the crews, the Roll Deeps, the Boy Better Knows and et cetera, because obviously community, it's everyone celebrating everyone. That's why
Exactly.
grime is grime today. That's why hip hop is hip hop today. So people don't understand the importance of community, especially when it comes to rap, man, and grime. Is although it's an industry and whatever, but it's community first.
Exactly. And when I think of it's left field, right?
Yeah.
No one's taking anyone's light.
Literally.
If anything,
Literally.
I'm effing with views or even more because I'm like, look at them doing their things
Let's go.
individually, but
Right.
also coming together.
Let's go.
Right.
So there is this like,
Let's
also
go.
come on, the UK does have this thing about beg friending, which
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Which-
It's like gatekeeping as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna cuss, but I said that is just it's moist, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's darkness. No, it's like you get me. It's
Yeah.
and it's a form of insecurity as well in terms of you as an artist. You're all creative, whatever you do in it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, imagine gatekeeping a producer or gatekeeping. Like, do you know? Sometimes when I see the TikTok thing, I get it. Like, I see don't let them find him, gatekeep him. Don't. I get the saying in it but in terms of like,
It's a funny thing as
it's
well.
a funny
Like,
thing
it's a
as well,
funny
innit?
thing as well.
Like, and I get it.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? But it's like, you know what, man? Like, come on, man. We can all win, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but even on that note, so like the guests I had in the last episode were all like R&B artists, and we were kind of talking about this in terms of like the UK pool, and it almost feeling quite small anyway compared to like America, and I feel like we always look over to America to compare us in terms of
Oh,
like
of course,
our
yeah,
success,
you're right.
which is not relatively, it's not fair because
not.
America's so big.
Yeah,
And it's advanced as well.
we're like our own state, basically.
No, but
Like,
America's advanced as well. That's what I say with the music. They've been doing this for like, come on, donkeys, man. Like, if we're talking culture, music, everything,
Yeah.
executives, if I tell you Berry Gordy, you like, if you know your Motown, they go as far as the '60s, and with us, it's
But
like,
see, the fingers though. I remember a time I was having a convo with Melly about this.
yeah,
And I was saying the same thing, that like they've had like the Stevie Wonders, but he was saying though, like we've actually had our own people
have-
as well though.
No.
Soul to soul.
Elton John,
Yes.
we've had,
but
I'm just saying as in,
But no,
yeah,
but
I
this,
thought
this
so,
is, and
yeah.
this is why I said like influence. Like that's why I say shout out Skeppy. You know what I mean? Because you're saying Elton John, cool. Even do you know who I've been pumping out? Loose Ends. Do you know about them?
Oh yes,
I didn't even know they were British, bro.
Yeah.
When I really- These men are British. I've been
Yeah.
pumping them religiously.
Yeah.
Like these man are like part of my routine. Like they're from Britain. I said, what? Them man, them are from London. I couldn't believe it, but I just thought, wait, like, where does it? I don't know. Like, how am I supposed to? Where do I go to know this sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Like, what is there for me? What's set in stone for me to know about, especially Black British music history, as well as because I'm a 90s baby, so it goes as far as obviously the jungle, the garage,
Yeah.
you know, the 90s. But beyond that, it's like raw. Do you know what I mean? How do I know? How do I?
Well, actually, on that note, the Barbican are having like, a series of events all about pirate radio.
Okay.
With Rebel Radio, and they're actually going to talk about the origins of pirate radio and probably talk about all the music coming through. So if you did want to know, and the British Library had on an exhibition about 500 years.
Yes,
of Black
I
British
was there. I went to
music.
it. I went to it. Sick.
So, and it's
I went
like,
to it. Sick.
it's crazy just to see how, like, it's still quite early though, considering
Very young.
other industries.
100, yep.
And that's why also there might be this feeling of like, well, only one of us. There's only room for one of us to make it in that sound. So like maybe bigging up someone else is going to take away my
it's a
chances.
thing here. Or if not that, then it's very selective. Like there's 4, 5, 6 man. Because them man are doing their thing. So they're only going to show love to these man because it's almost like an ecosystem for them because they're named as, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a certain scene. So it's like they're only gonna, do you know what I mean? So it's definitely a thing. I'm not even gonna act like that's a foreign thing here.
So how do we change that though? How do we change it?
I just feel like in more communities just embracing more.
Community, celebrating people more, celebrating.
Trust me, celebrating
not
people more,
being not being afraid to just like. Yeah, just like celebrate big up people like where we can, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Because sorry, I mean I'm in that zone. I feel like people like to see that anyway.
How's the mic?
Is it cool?
Is it cool? Yeah, sorry. Sorry, sorry, man.
No, but I love it. You were in deep thought there.
People know, but I don't know, but you know, I'm a rap fan. I'm a grime fan. People like to see people celebrate each other.
Yeah.
People like to see, oh, them man. Oh, what?
Yeah.
I know. I do. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Like the first time I came across, like, you know, like I'm saying, like when speaking of Channel U, them 8-bar rhythms, like. Who's this guy? Nicky S and Nike done a Southside rhythm, like, or when Roll Deep linked. People love community. Like someone from Brooklyn growing up looking at Wu-Tang for the first time. Like Joey Badass and Pro Era.
That's it.
You're thinking, yo, like them man.
Or like when Getz did Mount Rushmore with Rex and Kano.
Come on.
That was like, oh my. Because it was like, you saw Rex on his own, Getz on his own, Kano on his own, they're all sick. Man. And then when you saw it was like,
So I feel like, you know, people, even as the audience and people who love the music who are flying, they love to see that.
Yeah, exactly.
So we need more of that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And not just the music, everyone, DJs, radio present. It's just like, it's more awareness. It's like, we know there's something going on here. Do you know what I mean? It's stimulating to see everyone like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's exciting. You know what I mean? Why should there only be one space on one person, on one movie actor, on one this, on one... It's dead, bro.
Yeah. And then actually, the more we amplify more people, then we do need more spaces. We do need more radio stations. We do need more like nights and programs, because it does feel like it is like just we've got a few of those platforms and everyone's scrambling to get on them.
Right.
But we just need more.
One of my goals one day, I don't know, I feel like speaking of radio station, I would love to like even a new radio. I feel there needs to be more, man.
I was saying this,
urban,
you know, even as a radio presenter, like it's even like there's like a few radio stations that everyone's gunning for. They're like the top ones, right?
There needs to be more, man.
There needs to be more. That's why I'm starting my own platform though, because it's just like
starts from there.
You can't be scrambling all the time and then having to answer to people that don't necessarily get it. And they don't value it.
Just there because they're boss.
No, exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely need more radio stations. I'll definitely love to see more like radio stations being. There probably are, but. There's no awareness in it. There probably are, like, you know what I mean. But there needs to be more awareness, different variations of that supports that community, man. I'm so heavy on community because it goes a long way, man.
Definitely,
it's deeper than just numbers and fame and awards. Community, it plays a pivotal role, man.
100%.
When you see people celebrating 5, 6, 7 artists, so celebrating, or like this DJ celebrating, it's just a beautiful thing. You watch it unfold, and it becomes. It blossoms.
And DJ AG is literally demonstrating that. Literally. People pulling up like, and it's everybody's allowed.
Literally.
Everybody's allowed.
We're talking legends from the past.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Even Ed Sheeran was there. And as much as people may think, PR, but it's like, it defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah.
Like, it's do you know what I'm saying? Community.
It's for me, it's the fact that even though like the old legends have been going on there, still new people are still able to go on. It's not like a thing that's gone too clear and it's just become like,
that's what DJ for that.
Man
in these shoes would have done something.
He's keeping it.
They would have just got offered some big bag from some whatever to get a residency inside rather than outside for it to just and then they could have just kept it like just.
A lot of man would have taken that and just settled for a local radio session and that's it. Only bougie or artists with this caliber can come and do it now. It defeats the whole purpose, bro.
Exactly. Right, so we've got to wrap this up. And I've been asking, one of my themes is like, you know, on Spotify, wherever you have your music library, but I want to build like a library of books or like library of inspiration. So do you have any books or like things that you go to get your inspiration that you want to just recommend to people? That maybe informs your perspective. It could just be on a personal level, professional level, or even an album that you're like, yeah, I go back to this all the time.
Okay, I've got an album and a video.
Oh.
So one album is Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder. The other day I was just rinsing
See, this is why you're gonna go very far, because you're always reaching for the greats, the classics.
Literally there, but these are like I was rinsing Village Ghetto Land the other day. Like that song is just like
Damn.
it's just amazing.
He's really in his soul still. Yeah.
Like what? Oh man. Anyway, that and then video that I like sometimes go back. I literally have it like saved in my phone somewhere. It's this interview that Tyler had with Ebro. Ebro, like the Ebro 97, whatever the show's called, where he was talking about, this is after he'd won Grammy, and there's one particular section where he talks about how that period where everyone was saying like you're weird, like you're never gonna make it, like you're whatever, and he said he would see tweets from people saying like, oh, Tyler's never gonna win a Grammy, and then he would just like bookmark it and save it for later so he can quote tweet it later and be like, look, that's the level of like so then at that point he'd only won one as well in the interview, and he was just like, I knew I was going to win a Grammy, like when I was a kid I knew, and I know I'm going to win multiple, I'm going to win more, and like he's actually won another, like, you know what I'm saying? It's actually like mad. He even had a bet with Will.i.am 10 years ago. Will.i.am bet him like $1 million or something like that Tyler is only going to be able to make money doing what makes money, not doing what he loves.
Oh.
So they made that bet. And then Will.i.am said in the interview recently, like, I owe him $1 million.
Yeah.
So it's that video where he talks about like a lot of that stuff. So like sometimes I'll just go back to that and just be like,
just remember,
lock in, like,
that knowing.
Yeah,
exactly. Okay. What about you, Paul? Something to add to the library?
I can't lie. Last 2 nights ago, I was watching Tupac's interview. It was a BET interview with that reporter, Ed Gordon. And yeah, man, it kind of made me like dig into Tupac's mind at the time. And just knowing like the power of the tongue is real. Do you know what I'm saying? The power of the tongue is really real, which kind of resonates with what you're saying in terms of Tyler predicting. Yeah. It's the power of the tongue is real, man. But yeah, man, I think like that video really touches on why I mentioned resilience, like kind of confirmed to me. And when I say Tupac, you already know his history, legacy, what he's done in such a short space of time. It kind of, when you look at that interview, you understand why, you know what I'm saying, after all these years, he's still probably one of the most talked about figures in music or in life, in period.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no cap. So I feel like that interview with Ed Gordon just kind of made me realize how, even if, and this is when he brought out the album Me Against the World, which is my favorite hip hop album after Get Rich or Die Trying. But like how important it is for a man, even if you feel like the world's against you for whatever reason, it's so important to stay true to yourself and understand like, you know what? It's so easy, although it's so easy to be misunderstood, you can't like lose grip of what you're standing on, innit? Integrity and resilience. Being resilient is key. I've grasped onto that, like, especially watching that interview, Car. It's, I mean, even with what I do, I've realised, like, I get misunderstood a lot because certain people don't value what I tend to value, innit? So people kind of, like, put this whole, oh, you're a rapper, you're too this for me, or you're too that. And I'm like, nah, brother, it's not even that. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? There's certain things I've got to stand on, certain principles I stand on, and don't take it. If you want to take it, but just know why I do, innit? Like, please don't take no offence or whatnot, but at times I just felt like, long story short, I felt like some people just kind of like put me in this cloud where, you know, I'm this, I'm that, but it's like, yo, like, I'm fighting, man. And do you know what I mean? It requires a level of discipline and do you know what I'm saying? A level of frequency where I have to be on, like, I can't, because, yeah, man, it's deep. It's deep. I feel like I'm going off topic, but if you watch that interview, you see why, like, it's important to be resilient in life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely.
It's scary to be yourself.
It's scary
to be yourself.
It is.
I think that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
like,
it's scary though.
When you're when you're really, you know what I'm saying? It's like you get singled out for it, or you kind of like, do you know what I mean? Almost kind of like crucified for being yourself, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or having a mind of your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just mad.
Being
it's
outside
mad.
the box. Like,
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it doesn't align with certain people's, because they don't value it, they start throwing a narrative.
But then the thing is, that's the thing. That's why that 2019 year for me at the Grammys was so important, because it showed if you actually stick at it long enough, people will gravitate to it to the point where that's like, that becomes what's cool.
Yeah.
You be the individuality and you being that is what becomes cool, and everyone's trying to be like that. Then do you know what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy? Yeah, like when, like, once you let's say whatever goals you set for yourself and you achieve it, everyone forgets to come up. They just look at your
literally.
They don't look how long it took you.
Literally,
they don't see. They don't talk up. They just look at the glow and they're just you know what I mean? They forget to come up. They forget.
Yeah, and also what you also have to like heal from during that come up, because it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Like, you might have lost friends along the way. You might have made investments, lost money along the way, and you've got to recoup some of that energy that was like lost. It's like when you do a marathon. I've never done a marathon, but at the end you're not straight. Like, you might celebrate, but you're tired. You got to rest.
It's
been like, it's taken work.
Yes.
So it's people need to take that into consideration.
Definitely.
That when you're hitting that, you're shining now. Like you said, no one knows what the come up's been.
Forget it.
Well, thank you for joining me on episode 2.
Thank you, man. This
has been a great conversation about community.
Come on.
That alignment. Thank you. Stay tuned. Follow me. Subscribe. All of that. The conversations we're capturing gold. Yes. Thank you.
Keep it going.
And out.
Keep it going. Amelia.